What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. As always, I have been filming like crazy, and not only is that a good thing for the channel, but it's also a good thing for me because I'm making a lot of progress on the ACR. And today I'm actually going to be 100% finishing up the interior. The shifter base is dry from being painted, so I can go ahead, put the shifter base in as well as the center console. And I'm also taking the harness bar, the kirkey seat, and the 5-point harness out of the built car and putting it in the ACR. And the reason why is because, no lie, last night I spent at least 4 hours looking for seats, and I found a lot that I liked, but they were just way too overpriced, and I'd much rather spend that money towards something else. Like, I have wheels picked out, I have coils picked out, I have all this stuff picked out that I need more, I guess, and I just couldn't get myself to spend that much money on seats. So the smart thing for me to do is to take the kirkey seat out and put it in this one, because I do need a kirkey seat in the blue one, and I can't use the harness bar or the 5-point harness because that car, I'm trying to compete in a sport front wheel drive class, and I can't use a harness bar. Everything has to be up to date. Nothing can be expired, otherwise you don't pass tech. So I will get my use out of, the harness, the seat, and the harness bar in the ACR. That's why I'm swapping everything. And those seats are only like 140, 150 bucks. So it's not gonna, kill my pocket to get one more for the blue car. So that's the plan for today. If I get done fast, then I'm actually gonna go ahead and start tearing apart this block, because just like I said, I do have a rod of piston combo on the way. I did just pick up stock cams, and I'm also going to order a complete gasket kit, new timing, and also new OEM intake and exhaust valves. I'm not building the head just because it was way too expensive and I don't want to do it again. And once I get all that, then I can go ahead and build this motor back up when this block gets back from the machine shop. That way the motor will be done, and then all I got to do is just build the big turbo kit, and that's basically about it, and just little miscellaneous stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start tearing this apart and getting this done, because I'm trying to get this thing running and driving like as soon as possible, because the sooner I can get this ACR running, the sooner I can start working on the built car, and then the sooner I can start working on the 240. So I'm just working my way down the list one by one, and we're making really good progress, so let's keep it that way. All right, so as you guys can see, I did get the seat, the harness, and the harness bar pulled out of the blue car, and I also got the passenger side Viper seat ripped out of the ACR as well, just to give me that little extra step, or just to get that little extra step out of the way. But as you guys can see, I have this shell lit up with flashlights everywhere, just so that way you guys can see what is going on here. And to install this harness bar, you're not going to be able to use the OEM seatbelts, and you're not going to be able to use these plastic pieces on the bottom right here. You can if you get a long washer and put it between the harness bar that goes down and a long bolt, so that way you can basically have the bar sit flush against this plastic piece right here. But if you don't, then you're gonna have to remove it like I'm getting ready to, and I don't want to. I'm just gonna have it like this for now, and then eventually I'm gonna, fix it and put the plastic back in. So I want this thing to be clean and OEM looking as possible, and just, just add a little flavor here and there. So that's basically what I'm doing. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and finish up the shifter assembly, get all that good to go and put on, so that way I can finish up this interior 100%. And then once we're done with that, And I may just go ahead and start pulling apart that block because, as I said, I do have to get that thing to machine shop as soon as possible. So in order to install this harness bar, all you do is you just take off this plastic cap right here. There's a Torx bit underneath of that. You just pop that off, this comes off. You pop this plastic piece off, and then there's a Torx bit down here that you have to take off. And then the bottom of the seatbelt comes off as well. And then the actual like retractable piece that retracts the seatbelt back in is going to be behind this plastic piece as well. And I believe there's 2 nuts or 2 bolts holding that on. All you do is you just pop that off and the seatbelts come right out. So it's not too hard. It's just a little time consuming because if you have your factory seats in here, you're just gonna have to move them forward and backward the entire time, or just rip them out like I did. It makes it a lot easier and a lot quicker. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this installed, get the seat installed, and finish this interior up. So I just got the harness bar in, the kirkey seat, and the harness, and it just looks 10 times better in this shell than the blue shell. I hate saying that, but it's just my honest truth, to be honest. And I'm gonna show you guys here in a second, but it's just crazy seeing it like this, and how quick I'm getting things done. And I think it's because I've always wanted one of these shells, and I definitely want to drive it for sure. But enough talking. Let me just show you this. This is just insane. So damn! I got everything in. I got the white shift knob in, but it's just like, it just looks so good. Like, it fits in this car. Like the silver, the white, and the black, it just fits. Like, it honestly looks like it should be there. Like, even the white harness bar in the white car, like, it just looks so good in there, and it just fits it perfect. So let me go on this side. But yeah, see, this is like the silver and the white just fits. So it just looks too good, too good. Like, it honestly just fits so well. Like, oh my God. So I'm stoked. Like, I'm honestly stoked as hell. And it's just one of those things where I'm just trying to get it done as fast as possible. Just like I said, now that the interior is done to basically 100%, the only thing I have to do is just put the radio in and put the gauges in. But you guys seen me put gauges in before, so I'm not gonna record that. I'll just get them in when I get them in. And then now that this is all done, I don't have time to pull the block apart, unfortunately, because it is getting late. But tomorrow I will come up here and dedicate the whole entire time to pulling this block apart, because if I can get the block to the machine shop at least by Wednesday, then they should have it done by next week, because they're actually really fast. when I took my built motor to them and they boarded over 0.20, they got it done within a week and had the block built and everything. So I'm gonna take that up there hopefully Wednesday. I probably won't get it back till next week because Thursday's Thanksgiving. And then I'm gonna go ahead and order all the rod and main bearings Friday and get that in, because the rod and piston should be here sometime this week or maybe early next week, depending on the holiday. And then once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead, just like I said, order all the top end stuff, the OEM valves, the gasket kit, and get all that. Once that's done, I can go ahead and build the motor back up to a long block, drop it in with the clutch and the trans, and then I can put the turbo kit in the car when the motor's in there. So we're getting there. We're making really good time. In all honesty, if I can, you know, somehow make ends meet, I honestly might be able to get this thing running before the end of the year, which would be sweet. That way I won't have to worry about it next season, and all I have to do is just get it dyno tuned and we'll be good to go. So as always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.